Bride of Frankenstein, a new animatronic made by Seasonal Visions International and sold at Home Depot for the 2025 Halloween season. Based off the Universal Monster movies, she serves to be a counterpart to last year's Frankenstein's monster animatronic. I purchased her during the Home Depot drop earlier this week along with 4 other props, her being the first of the few. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin the unboxing of the Bride of Frankenstein animatronic. Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Halloween Haunter here, and welcome back to another Halloween video. In this Halloween video, we have right here is the Home Depot Halloween 2025 Universal Monsters Bride of Frankenstein animatronic. Now, I have just barely got this in the mail as of recording this, and I am super excited to finally have this prop in my hands. If you guys didn't know, last year I unboxed the Frankenstein's monster over here, and I'm going to actually set him up next to the Bride of Frankenstein for kind of the comparison with the two characters that belong together. But I think it's really awesome we have a prop just like this, and her box looks amazing. I just want to say the new license box for the Universal Monsters look awesome. I love how that's kind of like reminiscent of the old like Jemmy horror character prop boxes. So here's the front. Here's the side with the new decal of the Bride of Frankenstein. Here's the back, a bit more of a closer up shot. And then here is an alternate take of that other stock photo. And then here is the top, just some lightning strikes hitting the bride. I think the box is really awesome. I think it's an improvement over the original Universal Monsters Frankenstein's Monsters box. He did also get a new box this year, but of course I didn't buy the new one because I already have this one. But anyways, let's stop talking about boxes. Let's just open this one up. I'm very excited to finally see this prop in hand. Definitely one I've been really excited to get, so let's see what we got. This is what the inside of the box looks like. We're starting off here with the instructions. One of the poles. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, here's a better look at now all the parts underneath that cardboard slot. Right here we have the base with the support beam zip tied to the base. As you can see, this is a 1-pole body structure for the prop, not 2 poles, just 1. We got her arms right here, which are really good sculpts. Wow, and they're pretty like heavy duty as well. A nice hard plastic. For clothing, we have her giant mechanism piece right here. We have some sort of hip loop or body piece. The adapter. And in this box is our very last piece. Let's open that up. A very big piece. Whoa, okay, wow. There is the head of the Bride of Frankenstein. Very heavy, very nice quality. That same silicone type material face. There's like even like a little bit of a sculpt that comes out to kind of push the hair out. Wow, that looks incredible in person. So that's pretty much all the parts for the Bride of Frankenstein. Let's go ahead now and begin that setup. First, we'll take our base and then our body pole. We will take the little nut out from the socket on the pole. Then we will snap lock it onto the base. Then on the other side of that snap lock, we will put that nut back on. Then we will take the support brace on the base and take out the cotter pin. Then insert it into the slot on the pole and then put the cotter pin back in. Our very next step will be to take the torso piece, and then we'll take that weird hip ring spiky piece and put that through the torso piece and then insert it on the slots on the torso like that. And then we will snap lock it onto the current body pole that's already been set up. I'll take the adapter now and plug it into the control box. We'll take the clothing now and put that over the body. It's a little bit heavy, I'm not going to lie. We'll take the wire coming from the sensor and plug it into the control box. On the sides of her, there's going to be little open slots to insert the arms on. We'll just take the arms in and snap lock it to the holes coming from the torso, and then pull that clothing over. Now our final piece will be the head. Just make sure that the screw on the neck pull is loose enough to where the head can slide all the way down. We'll put the head on all the way. I'll readjust the clothing a little bit. I'll take my good old screwdriver and screw in the head. In the back, I'm gonna un-Velcro her and then plug in the head wire to Velcro her back up. Once you're all done with that, plug her in, make sure she is flipped to the switch you want her on, and you're pretty much all good to go. And that is how you set up the Home Depot Halloween 2025 Bride of Frankenstein animatronic. Let's go ahead now and roll that demo, and then we'll discuss my thoughts on the animatronic.
She's alive! Alive! The Bride of Frankenstein.
What you saw was the Bride of Frankenstein in action, and I gotta say, she is definitely a phenomenal animatronic. Currently, right now, I have her set up next to the Frankenstein's monster, who came out last year and is back this year as well with her. I want to do kind of a side-by-side comparison just to show you guys how they look together. And yeah, they definitely complement each other really well. But anyways, focusing on the bride herself, she is amazing. She's currently on lights only mode, very similar to how the Frankenstein's monster is right now. But what I like about her is that when she's not on lights only mode and she's on like the sensor mode, when she's done activating, her eyes will still continuously light up, which is definitely something I wish the Frankenstein's monster had. But I really like that she still has that, makes her feel more lively, just kind of completes the overall animation and look of the character when it's done doing its activation. Just kind of helps make the prop feel more real. But for what she is, I think she is fantastic. She's got a nice white dress, pretty nice quality, pretty well done too. It's pretty basic, but it doesn't need to be anything crazy. I mean, I guess I could have added some shading on the dress, but I don't really think that is needed. I think it's totally fine the way it is. Her animation is just like the Frankenstein's monster, where her arms move up and down. Her head has the same servo animation, which is amazing. I love it when they use that on props like this. Her eyelids do squint a little bit, and then her mouth does move. Now, the thing with the Frankenstein's monster, his mouth is pretty much always moving, while his eyelids are always blinking completely shut. With her, it's a bit different. Her eyelids only squint a little bit, which I think fits more of her personality. And her mouth barely moves. It moves for like a second during each phrase, just because in the movie she is pretty silent, which honestly is fine. To be honest, the mouth movement isn't really needed. So I'm glad regardless, even if it's just for a second, that she has the mouth movement. It makes the prop, again, feel more real and feel more alive. And I think the LED eyes definitely make this prop look good. Normally, LED eyes can make or break a prop. I think it works good with her. It contrasts really nice with the Frankenstein's monster's bolts, and just makes her feel more reactive and alive. And it doesn't like bleed through the mask or anything, so that's great. But I guess the kind of compromise for the limited animation with the mouth and the eyelids only squinting, not fully blinking, is that she's got body turning. Her body does turn from side to side, and honestly, I think she's fantastic. I mean, when you add up all the animation, she's got more than Frankenstein's monster himself, which is kind of crazy, just because she's kind of more of like the additional piece to the main monster, but I think she's still fantastic. Her audio is really great too. I believe she has 4 different phrases. I like how each one is done. I especially love the one where it's Frankenstein talking about her being alive, just like how it's done with the Frankenstein's monster over here. Very nice contrast. The music is done really well. I think the ambiance just really great there. Her quality is great, great structure, great build. Just overall really great prop. Her face looks amazing. The eyebrows, the lipstick, the stitching all look really good. Her hair is awesome. Looks really good. Love the white stripes on the side. Looks amazing. Same with the eyelashes as well. I have less cons with her than I do Frankenstein's monster. Not that he's bad or anything, but I think they get more right with her than they do him. I don't really have a lot of issues with her, honestly. I think the only issue I have is just that she's a one-pole structure prop, not a two-legged pole structure, just because it puts more strain on that one pole. However, they do make sure she's got some supports and things to make sure she doesn't break. So her quality is still great regardless, even if it's one pole. Would have just preferred two. But honestly, for the price of $280, she's definitely worth it. Great quality build, great audio track, great animation. I really don't have a lot of issues with this prop. I genuinely think she is pretty much a perfect animatronic for what she is. If you are a big fan of the Universal Monsters or the Frankenstein's monster, I definitely recommend getting her alongside him or getting her in general. Just an awesome prop. And I hope now that we've gotten the Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of Frankenstein, we will still continue to see more Universal Monsters done. I would love to see the Mummy, the Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon would all be awesome to see. But as it stands right now, the Bride of Frankenstein is awesome, and I 100% recommend her if you are considering buying. With that being said, that will conclude this video on the Home Depot Halloween 2025 Bride of Frankenstein. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.